One of the great things about being in Detroit is that we have so many people here and so many different types of food. And you may think of hummus as Middle Eastern, but it has reaches out into many different cultures. One local photographer and radio producer did sort of a little bit of research for us and helped find distinct Detroit stories for a series called Framed by WDET. The result of their work is called Hummus Heartland, and here to tell us about it is photographer Marvin Shoney and Amina Marhaba. Marhaba. Yes. I'm sorry. I apologize. Right. Thank you so much for joining us. And Marvin, what made you decide to focus on hummus as the as sort of the focal point of your work here?
So I was paired up with another audio producer. His name is Zach Rosen, and we had a bunch of ideas that we're going to pursue about Detroit's culture. And a lot of what I like to do is centered around food and how it brings us together. When you think about hummus and you think about the thousands of people that live in Southeast Michigan that can trace their heritage back to the Middle East, it's a very uniquely Detroit or Metro Detroit story. So we thought hummus would play a great cameo for all of these stories.
All right, and Amina, you have a dish here for us, and why don't we jump in? We think of hummus as Middle Eastern, but is this a Middle Eastern dish?
It's actually a Liberian dish. This is something.
So from West Africa?
West Africa, yes. Liberia's in West Africa. So it's a Liberian seasoned wings. We usually use onions, habanero. We use a lot of habanero in Liberian food. And that's my special seasoning, and peanut butter. Now, the wings are obviously spicy because of the habanero, but it pairs perfectly with hummus. And it's just amazing that something so universal and well known to everyone can pair with anything that you wanted to pair with, basically.
And so you just mix this up and get it coated?
Yes, and then you just pop them in the oven, 350, an hour and 20 minutes.
All right, and through the magic of television, we actually have some prepared wings down there. And you said they're spicy because of that habanero.
Habanero, yes.
All right, well, I'm going to
So you should go ahead and try that.
And grab one of these. And Marvin, what are some of the other stories that come out of this? Because food is often a vehicle for telling stories. It's a reflection around their culture, of family.
Absolutely. So Mina is actually one of the stories we focused on. Her being half Liberian and half Lebanese and moving here about 6 or 8 years ago. She has a pop-up called Kitchen Remarge, and we heard about her through just a local newspaper. And we thought her story and her hummus recipe was pretty unique. We have a couple other stories. One lady who lives in, her name is Gada, who lives in, who moved to West Bloomfield with her family. They live next door to a Jewish family, and they found out they both love cooking, so they both share meals together. We thought that was pretty unique. And
I had never had the pairing before of wings and hummus. The wings are spicy without it. Not too spicy. I like it spicy, but the hummus really does a wonderful job of cutting some of that. And so, depending on how much hummus you have on there, you can actually sort of moderate your temperature. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to hearing about it.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you. And where can folks find your pop-up?
You can go to kitchenromage.com. I usually post my next following event every month on my Facebook page.
Thank you very much, Amina and Marvin. Appreciate it. When we come back, we'll have another check of news, weather, and traffic after this. Stay with us.